Hey, welcome back. The last time I took a look at Zorin OS, we looked at the 17 beta, but now they've released the official release 17.1 of Zorin OS. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Zorin OS 17.1. And it says right here, reliable. With an Ubuntu and Linux foundation, Zorin OS is built on the same open source software that powers the U.S. Department of Defense and computers on the International Space Station. Secure. Thanks to the advanced security features of Linux, Zorin OS is resistant to PC viruses and malware. Security patches and software updates arrive quickly and are available for years to come. And privacy respecting. We believe privacy is a fundamental human right. That's why Zorin OS doesn't collect personal data, so advertisers and governments can't spy on your activity. Zorin OS is open source, so anyone can audit its source code to verify its privacy. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole installation process. I'm going to just get right into it, and we're going to take a look at Zorin OS 17.1. Okay, and here we are on the desktop looking at Zorin OS 17.1. Like I said before, the first time I looked at it, it was in beta, and now it's the official release. So we're going to take a look at Zorin OS 17.1. And right here, we're on the welcome screen. It says, welcome to Zorin OS 17.1. Hi there. Take the tour to learn your way around and discover essential features. So I'll go ahead and start the tour. It says, open the menu to launch apps, which is down here. Just click that. And you can search for apps and find shortcuts to common locations in the menu. Choose your desktop look with Zorin appearance. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. And this is Zorin appearance. So right now it's set up in the traditional Windows layout, Windows 7, Windows 10 layout. But you have other layouts here. So this is the first one that we're on right now. The second one, it just changes the panel a little bit. Then the third one gives it a more traditional Gnome look. So it'll access Launchpad and all that. And I believe this one is kind of like a Mac OS style look right here. And you could get more if you get a Zorin OS Pro. But I'll change it back to the original layout here. All right, click next. Speed may be limited in a virtual machine. So right now we're looking at it in a virtual machine, so it may seem kind of laggy or whatever, but it is pretty awesome. And connect your online accounts. So if you have any accounts, your Google, emails, things like that, you can go ahead and connect your accounts here. So let me click on this right here. Click connect online accounts, and it gives you a list of items you can connect. You got Google, Nextcloud, Microsoft, Flickr, Foursquare, Microsoft Exchange, SMTP, IMAP, Enterprise Login. So these are your accounts. If you want to connect them, you can do it with Zorin OS. Just click next, and you can link your phone and computer with Zorin Connect. So I believe this is something like similar to a KDE Connect. So, but let me just click on this, see what it opens up. It says Zorin Connect. Connect your computer with your mobile device. Sync your phone's notifications with your computer. Browse photos from your phone. Reply to SMS messages, share files and web links between devices. Use your phone as a remote control for your computer. But I'm not going to connect my phone on here, but if something you want to do, you have the option to do it. Click on next and use software to find and install apps. Discover great apps through search, browsing, and our recommendations. So I'll go ahead and launch software so we can take a look at software. Might take a minute to load because it's going to have to update its repositories on first load up. So we got a message about software updater. I'll go ahead and close that for now. Go back to the original screen, and this is your software. So it's a pretty decent software. I believe that Zorin has even apps that are like paid apps. So you would pay for some apps. But of course, it's Linux, so anything you want, you can get it for free. And let's look at the about on here. And it is software, the Gnome project 45.3. All right, so now let's take a look at its list of software that it has, and it has some like favorites here, like create, work, play, socialize, learn, and develop. So let's take a look at create and see what we find under create. You got things like GIMP, Celluloid, Krita. You got quite a few things here. So you also have other software, Adobe Flash Player. I don't know if anyone still uses that, but if you need it, it's on here. There's quite a bit of stuff on here. And that's under the create option. On the work, I'm pretty sure you're going to find Office and things like that on here. But let's wait for it to populate and we'll take a look and see what options it has. All right, and you can see right here, you have the editor's choice and the new and updated. So you got like contacts, gedit, it's a text editor, you got calendar, logs. All right, then you got other software right here. You got Google Chrome, Smile, Lotus. And the more you scroll down, the more it'll open up software. But it's weird because I'm not seeing LibreOffice or any type of Office app on here. But I'm pretty sure if you just do a quick search, you should be able to find it. But that's something that I would imagine would be standard under work. You know, if a system has a work category, you know, Office should be there just automatically. LibreOffice, OpenOffice, I don't care what office, but it should be there just automatically. All right, and that was your work section. Now let's take a look at play. Looks like it has some gaming, but we'll wait for it to populate and we'll see what all it has. All right, and it's populated now, and you can see that you got the same thing, choices as before. You got your editor's choice and new and updated. So you got, you know, simple games on here. And, you know, some icons are still loading up, but there you go. So if you're going to get some simple gaming going on, you could just look on play. And, you know, it is Zorin, it's Linux. You can also install wine and, you know, bottles and things like that to get to your more, you know, Steam, to get the more sophisticated gaming going on. But these are your simple games. And if you want to use them, you got that option here. All right, then we have socialize. Under socialize, let's wait for it to populate and we'll see what we have here. Okay, under socialize, you got apps like WhatsApp, you know, Nicotine, Tokadon, Fractal, Callbird, NeoChat, Telegram. Then you have other items right here. So that's a pretty good variety of software. All right, now let's click on learn and see what we get under learn. And under learn, you have items like Stellarium, plots, photometry, K-algebra. So you got a few apps right here that are pretty cool. Stellarium is one that I like looking at because you can look at the night sky, the star maps and things like that. So it's pretty awesome. But it has a variety of software right here that you can choose and take a look at. And we have develop. And under develop is where you'll find your advanced text editors, Arduino, Apache, you know, Exerciser, you know, you got your development apps right here. So you got your IDE text editors, your formulas and all that. So it's pretty good. It's good to have everything down by category. Like right here, you got VS Codium. It's basically a fork of VS Code. So got pretty much a standard suite of apps that you can use. So it's pretty awesome. All right. And then underneath the options here, you got your editor's choice for other software. You got like maps, color paint, nostalgia. Yeah, you got your variety of things. Conversing to resize images. You can batch resize. So you can select a bunch of images and resize them at the same time. And you got your game emulators and things like that. So it's a pretty cool software center. Has everything you need basically. So I'll give it a thumbs up. And under installed, it'll show all your apps that are actually installed on your system. So you can go through this and see what's all installed. All right. So let's go back under Explorer. Let's do a quick installation real quick. Let's see. Let's do maps. It probably is installed. I didn't even pay attention. Oh, it's not. So let's go ahead and right here, you see also you get some options. You can do it from FlatHub. or Zorin OS. So that's basically, Zorin OS is using the app version. So it's basically getting it from app. So I'll go ahead and click install. It'll ask for your password. Enter your password, hit enter, and it's installing. And while that's installing, we'll go back to the welcome screen. And it also says right here, learn more about installing apps. So if you want to learn more about installing applications on Zorin OS, you can go ahead and click on this button right here. And Maps is now installed. All right, I'll go ahead and close the Software Center down and we'll take a look at Maps in a second. All right, and that was your welcome screen. All righty then. Let's go ahead and take a look at the system now. So we have the bottom panel. This is a modified Gnome system, so, you know, it has the panel on the bottom. Well, typically on Gnome, you'll have the panel on top, but right here you have it on the bottom. And then you have your system tray, which are regular items right here. And then you have your pinned applications right here on the left, along with your application launcher. All right, so we already saw software and we downloaded Maps, so we'll take a look at that. But right here we have a file manager, which is files. It's pretty standard on Gnome-based systems. So you got your normal folder construct here. You got your documents, downloads, music, pictures, public, templates, and videos. Pretty much everything you need is already set up right here. So you just put your respective files in the respective folders and do the damn thing. And this version of files that we're running is 42.6. All right, next to that, we have our web browser, which is Firefox. Pretty standard on most Linux distros. So you'll find Firefox on just about anything. There are certain distros that don't ship with Firefox. Some ship with Chromium and others ship with Brave. But on the majority, you'll find Firefox. So let's take a look at the about on Firefox, see what version they're using. And it is 123.0.1, 64-bit. And it is from the Flatpak. All right. And then right here, you got a little icon that is for, you could switch to type and things like that. Switch your workspaces. So using your scroll button on your mouse, you can switch to workspaces. All right, now on the application launcher, we have a little section right here. You got accessories, graphics, internet, office, sound and video, system tools, and utilities. And then you have a button right here that says all apps. So basically, it'll just show you everything that's on your system. All right, so under accessories, let's see, we have things like clocks, files, maps, text editor, and weather. Maps, we just downloaded right now, so let's take a look at Maps. And it's pretty much, you can zoom in straight to a section. Just put your mouse over it and use your scroll wheel, and it should zoom right into the section. Although it is kind of laggy right now. I guess it's one of those things, being that we're in a virtual machine. But there you go. The hand just showed up. So there you go. Now you can zoom in. And you zoom out and zoom back in. So let's say, for example, I'm in Los Angeles. So I would be down here somewhere. It's pretty cool. It's your Maps application. It'll give you a detailed look at your maps. And let's see what version of Maps this is. This is Maps 42.3, a map application for Gnome. All right, and that was under accessories. Now let's take a look at graphics. We have image viewer, LibreOffice Draw, and photos. So image viewer is just going to be your standard photo viewer. So if you have any images on your system, you'll just navigate to them and open them up here and just take a look at them. And under the about, it is Image Viewer 42.0, the Gnome Image Viewer. And this app has the dark theme, but everything else looks like it's on the light theme. But we'll play with that in a second. Then under Internet, we already saw Firefox, but they also have Remina, connect to remote desktops. And under Office is where we got our LibreOffice. That's probably why it didn't show up in the work on the software, because it's already installed. But we'll take a look at LibreOffice since we always do. And we'll take a look and see it has Writer, Calc, Impress, Draw. Math is not installed and Base is not installed. Let's take a look at the About and About LibreOffice 24.2.1.2. Alright, that was under Office. Now under Sound and Video, we have Bracero to create and copy CDs and DVDs. Have Cheese, take photos and videos with your webcam with fun graphical effects. Got Rhythmbox, play and organize your music collection. Sound Recorder, record sound via the microphone and play it back. And then you have videos, which, just a regular video player. Let's take a look at Rhythmbox, your standard music player on Gnome. And, get your play queue going, your music, so you'll navigate to the music you have on your folder. Or if you got podcasts, you go to your podcast feeds. You got things like Last FM, Libre FM, radio. So you got some custom radio stations here that you can work with, listen to music. And then you got your playlist. So you got your top rated, recently added, and recently played. And let's go under the About, Rhythmbox 3.4.4, Music Management and Playback Software for Gnome. All right, and then under your system tools, you got quite a few things here. You got disks, main menu, power statistics, settings, software updater, startup applications. You got the tour, upgrade Zorin OS, window app support. So this will do things like wine and things like that, bottles. Zorin Appearance, Zorin Connect. So let's take a look at Zorin Appearance. And here, we saw this earlier during the welcome screen, but we just looked at the layout portion. But you also have a section here. You got themes, effects, interface, desktop, and fonts. So if we go to theme, it's pretty basic the way Zorin does it because the layout's pretty much set. And if, like right now, we're on the light theme, so it's on this right here. But if you want everything to be in a dark theme, you just click the dark one right there and it changes everything. And then you have your accent colors. So if you want to change the accent colors, you can just click on this right here and it should change it for you. All right, so I'll just go back to the original it was on, and then we'll take a look at effects. And you can enable animations and jelly mode. So that way when you move your window around, it kind of gives it that swiggle look. But I'll turn that off. I don't need it. Then you got the desktop cube and spatial window switcher. Then we got interface. So these buttons right here, you can control them right here. If you want them on the left, you can put them on the left. If you want them on the right, you can put them on the right. Then you got other things like your keys. And then your new window placement and advanced window tiling. So if you click on this, then you can set up your window so it'll open up like in tile mode. Then you got your taskbar settings. Then you got your desktop settings. So you can actually add some icons to your desktop. So let's say you want the home icon, trash icon, and whatnot. You can do it from right here. But I'll just turn them off. All right, then you have fonts. So if you want to set up your system fonts, like all the fonts that are in your system, you can do it from right here. And that's pretty much your theming system on here. All right, so then we also have a search right here. So for example, if we want to find Firefox, you start typing. Wow, that's not how you spell Firefox. And boom, there it is. And then you also have your power menu session, things like that. Your folders are right here. And then you got some custom links here for software settings and appearance. So let's take a look at the wallpapers. So you right click on the screen, you go to display settings. No, you go to change background. Click on that, and then it'll open up your wallpaper app. And a wallpaper should be pretty simple and straightforward. Just click on it, and it changes it on the fly. Pretty simple and pretty straightforward. All right, I'll leave it on that one and we're good to go. All right, now let's open up a terminal, see what other things we got on here. So we'll go into utilities. Open up the terminal. I think they have simple things like htop and neofetch already installed, but if they don't, we can't install them. It's not there. We'll do a sudo apt install htop and neofetch, and I'll give it the Y command so it doesn't ask for yes every time. All right, it's installing now, so this shouldn't take no more than a minute. So let's just hang tight, wait for it to get done, and we'll take a look at htop and neofetch. And there you go. Let me go ahead and clear the screen. All right, so now we'll do a htop, and there you have it. Make it a little bit bigger using 1.9 gigs on the memory, and the tasks at 118, 348 threads, one running. Load average 0.88, 1.09, and 1.14. Now let's do a neofetch. Get our basic OS info. All right, so there it is there. Zorin OS 17.1. And the kernel is 6.5.0. And you see right here, desktop environment, Gnome 43.9. And you got other info right here. You got your themes, your window manager themes, your icons, terminal, CPU, GPU, and memory. All right, you guys. Well, this is a quick look at Zorin OS 17.1. I got to say, it is a pretty nice system. So the last time I took a look at it, it was in beta, but now it's an official release. So if you want to download it and install it on your system, you can now because it is an official release. All right, that's going to do it for me on this video, and I'm out.